You can dance. You can dance. Who am I pointing to? Having the time of your... Hello, movie lovers. I'm Trenton, and I love movies just like you, obviously, hopefully. So I watched Fear Street Prom Queen. My expectations were pretty neutral. I'm not gonna say how I felt about the Fear Street trilogy because I'm gonna do videos on each one of the movies or just the trilogy as a whole. So I'm not gonna say, but my thoughts for this one was neutral. I mean, it's a standalone. That's why they were neutral. I was like, interesting. Like, how are they gonna go about this? But it's a slasher, so you already know that I was excited. But did the movie meet my expectations? No. No. Who will be voted queen at Shady Side High's 1988 prom? For underdog Lori, competition is cutthroat even before someone starts killing off the candidates. This video will contain spoilers throughout the entirety of the video. It will contain spoilers, so spoiler warning. Starting off with my positives, the story. Now, I love a slasher. Y'all already know this, hopefully. And I actually really do like horror movies set in school settings. I feel like it's just a really good setting. And the whole concept of a killer targeting victims at prom, not original. You can think of like one movie, especially 2, 3, where it involves the same exact concept. But I don't know. I'm a sucker for slashers, and that's why I just liked the story overall. And the tone, it was very darkly comedic. I feel like the movie really wasn't even taking itself seriously, so that's kind of why I liked the movie tonally, because it's like, okay, movie's not taking itself seriously, so why should I? But that's not going to stop me from, having my little rant in a second. But yeah, the story and the tone I thought were pretty decent. Now on to my mixed, the characters. I was not the biggest fan of Lori. I think she was boring. Like, she just was not anything special. I liked the side characters. I loved Melissa, played by Ella Rubin. Bias, probably, but I just liked Melissa's character more than pretty much all the other characters. I found her arc to be satisfying. Also, Ariana Greenblatt's character, I wish she had more screen time. I'm gonna rant about that in a second. As well as Melissa's, once we get to the negatives, y'all will know. Y'all will know. But yeah, Ariana Greenblatt's character as well. I liked her, and Susanna Son's character, I liked her. And I love all the actresses, so it's like, the effects it's very VFX and CGI heavy. There is some practical here and there, but oh my god, it is very noticeable. The VFX and CGI is very noticeable. There's 2 scenes in the movie where I thought the effects actually looked decent, and that's whenever the killer dies at the end and the scene in the classroom. I don't know what their characters' names, but just the idea of like getting your hands like cut off and not being able to open a door is so twisted. I was like, whoa, that is crazy. I love that. But the actual death itself was just like boring. But that just the whole hands getting cut off is what I'm just like, whoa, that's kind of cool. That's kind of solid. But everything else, and the cinematography, I mean, it was just boring. It just felt bland and flat. Like, it wasn't necessarily bad, but it wasn't necessarily good. So that's why it's in the mixed section. Now on to the negatives, the writing. Please, here we go. This movie felt like it was pandering to general audiences. Like, there is no reason that this movie should have been this tame. Like, it felt like it wasn't really taking that many risks. It just felt generic and bland and dull. And it was also really predictable. I feel like maybe one aspect wasn't predictable, but the rest of the movie, it is so straightforward, so predictable. And there's 2 scenes in particular that just irk the hell out of me. Like, it literally feels like this movie, like the creators of this movie watched one slasher movie and just said, oh, you know what, let's make a slasher now, and not actually studying the subgenre as a whole. It's like, dude, what are we doing? The 2 scenes that I'm talking about are Ariana Greenblatt's character. I don't know if this is like problematic to say or anything, but Ariana Greenblatt's character, she is a drug dealer. You're telling me she doesn't have any environmental awareness? Like, head just on a full like freaking 30-degree swivel, like just like this, in a fucking alleyway at night after you just got done selling drugs? And you're telling me that killer walked at least like maybe what, like 100 feet possibly, maybe 50, 100 feet. And she just was just like, didn't even think to look behind her. Like, she knew she was sketched out. She was sketched out. And she's just like, and then the killer just walks up behind her, hits her at the, hits her in the back with the damn axe, and then just hits her in the freaking face. Are you kidding me? Like, that could have easily been the start of a really good chase scene. Like, you're telling me that y'all just, like, it's so frustrating because it's like the blueprint was there. Like, that could have been such a good chase scene. And they keep saying, like, oh, the Drew Barrymore effect. Like, she had a chase scene. Even if it was short, it was a chase scene. She wasn't just standing there oblivious to her surroundings, not knowing how to look behind her. Like, I can't. And also Melissa's death, like, I kind of just wish she was the main character, because, like, at that point, I was, like, just so done with Laurie. I'm like, she's so boring. And Melissa, like, she had her arc with, I don't even know the damn bully's character's name. Like, I'm so over this. But Melissa's character, she, like, stood up to her, and then she got the freaking punch splash in her freaking face. I was pissed off. Then she went to the freaking dressing room, and now she's getting killed now whenever, like, we started liking her, because she was actually nice to Laurie. So, I don't know. I thought that could have been a really good chase scene too. And I thought that was just stupid. It was stupid because it was like the start of a chase scene, but it revealed that there were 2 killers. And I just, like, yeah, it shocked me, but I'm like, really? Like, come on. It could have been a chase scene. And her reaction was like, what? This isn't real. And then she turned around, cleaver to the freaking face. Please, I really just want to stop, because I really don't even want to talk about this anymore. And lastly, the pacing. This movie is, like, under 90 minutes. It's under an hour, 30 minutes, and it felt like forever. Like, I was not intrigued. I was not engaged. I was barely entertained, and that is saying a lot, because, slashers are my favorite subgenre of horror. So it's like, damn, like, this movie flopped. This movie fucking flopped in my household. Overall, no, I don't like this movie. I really don't. Is it the worst movie of the year? I have no idea. I could not even answer that right now, but it's definitely towards the bottom. I'm gonna give Fear Street Prom Queen a 1.5 out of 5, leaning more towards 2 out of 5 than 1 out of 5.